I'm going to show you all how to have the best start in adventure mode and cheese it a little. Guys, welcome back to Idleguard. So I have been getting a lot of requests in Melvor to do adventure mode. Adventure mode for some can be really hard, especially starting off because you're locked in combat. But I'm going to show you all how to kind of cheese it, especially with the introduction of the tutorial. As actually made adventure mode from the start, you can actually get super OP really quickly. So I'm going to kind of show y'all what's going on. So adventure mode to start, skills are locked and must be purchased using gold to access. We're going to get a lot of that. Non-combat skill levels cannot go above your combat level. Okay, we can address that. Start with only melee combat skills and a bronze weapon and 10 basic food. We're going to have more than that, 10 basic food. Harsher penalties applied against you in combat. Okay, not a problem. HP damage and food healing values are times 10 larger than standard. Now this food value only includes cooked stuff. It does not include other stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to call this, since I am Idleguard, we're going to call this Cheese Guard because we're actually going to be cheesing the start of this. And this will be the start of my adventure playthrough. So guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you smash the like button and do the same as the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. So first of all, do not skip the tutorial. This is where we are going to be cheesing the game. So what we're going to go and do is go ahead and go through the tutorial like normal. Now, the only time we are going to stop is once you start hitting using magic in combat is where we need to stop. So I'm going to get us to that point where the tutorial actually stops me, and I'll bring y'all back. Alright, so I have just completed the combat for magic. So the next thing it's going to want you to do is go buy some compost, and you're going to be planting seeds, and then it ends. We're not going to do that yet, okay? What you're going to do is, because what happens is you have all of these abilities unlocked. The moment we exit the tutorial, they relock again. However, we keep everything that is in our very small bank, okay? This is the part of the tutorial where you do not want to move, okay? Because if we go grab these seeds, and we go grab that compost, the tutorial ends. So, what I would recommend right now is you need to go to all of these other skills, okay? So we have as much time as we want until we buy that compost and we go plant seeds. At that point, the tutorial will end. When the tutorial ends, we get to keep whatever is in our bank and how much gold we have. So what we're actually going to do, since we have already completed most of this, is you need to be mindful about what you have in here. Let's sell this coal ore. We don't need it. We have a single dagger. I'm going to go ahead and re-equip that. Okay. So I'm going to farm up some wood cutting because I want that coal so we can sell it. The other thing you need to be mindful of is basically we're just going to be farming some resources. We can only get our level up to level 3. Our combat level is 3 right now. We cannot do anything else. But we can get, you know, as much wood as we want. The tutorial doesn't limit that. We also can get as much shrimp as we want and cook as much shrimp as we want. And shrimp counts for 300 HP. You see where I'm going with this? So I've got quite a bit of wood already, so what I can do is just go and start burning some of this. So we can go get some coal. We're not going to get a lot. This is probably actually not the way I would recommend trying to get cash. What I would recommend doing is going over to mining and start mining up there. So I'm going to let all this burn off. We're going to get enough XP so that this can be level 3. And I'm going to sell all the coal that we get from this. And I'm going to go farm up a bunch of fish. Probably go watch a video and just let it hack and just let it go. The only thing is we have 12 inventory spots. I mean, you're more than welcome to sell this stuff right here. I mean, we can always go back and make this later on. But the combat that's going to open up is strength, attack, defense, and hit points. All this other stuff's going to be locked, and we're going to have to get it. We already made 182. I can make more from gems. So, probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fish up a ton of shrimp. I'm going to go get a ton of stuff from mining, so that we can at least have You know, when we exit Tutorial Island, 100k. Because that means we can unlock so many other things to help us get money and resources. So I'm gonna AFK the shrimp for probably like, I don't know, an hour. Get a ridiculous amount. We may even get some trash to come up with this because we still can get stuff. We can't get any specials, but we still can level this up. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Only got a few shrimp, so let's go throw these lovely shrimp over in the cook. We can cook these up, and so we can keep them. Okay, so it is done cooking up all the shrimp that we got. I cooked some of it already, but we can check that out if I go over here. We now have 63 shrimp, which should do us for quite some time, at least to start off. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to mining, and we're just going to start hitting copper. So this is going to do two things. One, we're going to get copper ore, which sells for 2 apiece. And also, we're going to have a chance to get gems. Gems is going to be our major money maker here. So we're literally just going to sit here until we can take some cash with us. I could get like, you know, hundreds of thousands. But I think just kind of waiting until we have 10k. Just so we can unlock the first thing the minute we get out of the gate would actually be pretty nice. So you can either sell these how they are, or you can start making bronze bars, which bronze bars sell for 6 apiece. So each of these gives us 2. So if you combine them and take the time, we can now make 60. So we're gonna have to do this a lot, and we also got a sapphire, which I'm gonna immediately sell. So let's get back to some mining. And for those of you curious as to how I'm doing this, or what I'm doing specifically, is I am mining up the resources and then going over here and basically making all these bars. But I am also leveling up this. So as I'm getting points up here, I'm making sure to spend it in the bar, because as it levels up, it gets bonuses. Basically, as the mastery unlocks, it basically is at a 10% base chance right now to give 2 items, and a 5% chance to preserve resources. So basically we can get even more for less farming. So that's another 270. Only another 6,000 left to go. It shouldn't be too bad. I did score an emerald, so I'm going to go ahead and sell that with y'all here. That drastically helped us, so that that's a few less rounds of having to go back and forth with the smithy. Definitely. So you do have a chance to get gems. Any gem you get is going to be an invaluable resource. And as you can tell, I have already collected the compost and the potato seed. So when you do the second task for Wannabe Farmer is when everything starts. So kind of keep that in mind, that when you go and do that, that is when everything will start. And that's when this gets fun. So I'm going to start rearranging my inventory, kind of how I like things to be, so I can start getting things ready to go for when we actually play the game. And I got another gem. Sell that. And it's over to making bars. And we're preserving resources right there. So, like printing money pretty much. And we're already at 5,200, so I will actually start playing the game when that hits 10,000, just so we can get our first one unlocked, which first one we get unlocked is going to be mining, because that's going to allow me to go in, farm up some cash, get some bars going. Of course, I'm going to try and burn through as much of the food at first as I can, so I'm actually going to go do like combat, but that'll actually be the next episode when I actually go and do that. Because this whole thing is just about how to get a really good start doing adventure mode. So I just got something truly valuable other than 2 gems, is we got a mastery token. So I'm actually going to sell that. Because starting off, we just need cash. But yeah, this is rocking and rolling. We're almost done. Probably one more rotation on the bars and we'll be there. We're already at 1,700. So I'll probably do another cycle trying to get these guys. Shouldn't take us that long. I've maybe, let's see how long I've been playing. Statistics. 46 minutes. Which 46 minutes to do the tutorial is a little bit long, but yeah. And we get some more cash. I did pick up a topaz. That's another 200. bronze bars we now are selling for 500 because stuff is so upgraded. Like, both of these are 14, 15. The smithing for this is up to 49, almost 50. This is how broken this is. So either one more mastery token should do it for us, or a few gems. So next batch, I actually only harvested up 100 of each of the ores, and I ended up preserving or getting doubles. I have 121 to sell, so that's 700. I need probably another 50 ores to make it. So it shouldn't take too long. This has actually been going pretty quick now. I'll show you all the time it takes once we get to that. We also get a little bit from farming. So I may just try to get up around 50 of each of the ores. I also, this is at 21 now, which means I have a 2% chance to get double ores. So that's also been kind of helping speed this along. Although this is probably the longest tutorial I've ever done. I'm reaching the very, very end of all the ores that I had, and I didn't actually need to farm that much because we got an emerald. So that emerald alone is going to push us over that 10k. We'll have a little bit left over. And whatever we have of these lovely bars, which that was the last one. So that'll be an additional 300 we can keep in our pockets. Go ahead and finish out this tutorial. That wants me to plant some potato seeds. Plant, flame. And now we start this lovely adventure, and we get to keep our 10k. So I'm immediately going to unlock mining. It's going to be my first one. Mostly just so that, you know, we basically can farm up a ton of stuff. Like, super easy, super early on. So I'm going to go ahead and equip that shrimp. And we're going to go take a look at what we currently have. So we do keep all that shrimp from before. So we have that now, but what I'm going to do is we're going to end the video here, and next time I'm actually going to start playing an adventure mode playthrough. Kind of give y'all when I go AFK and what I'm doing. I'm going to do everything, and each time I sit down to go and do combat, because you're going to have to do combat and then AFK the other skills in order to get resources and cash. So that's kind of how I'm going to break these up. So thank you guys for making it this part, and I'll see you next time.